Okay guys, I'm working on my four-wheeler here today and last night. I I ordered new lug nuts here a while ago. Last year, let's see if I can get it focus here. Wait, hold on, let's go over the light. That one out there. (90) 17 9-10 54 0. That's the 92 Yamaha uh, lug nuts for the rear, and then I don't know what the front ones are. Let me see if I can find the front one here. Well, I don't know if they're the same or not. No, here. I'll try and focus in on this for you here. (9574-10 500). So that is the front one there. And you guys might think I'm stupid here, but I saved my old ones in the bag, and I got this bag because I replaced the air filter in it in this four-wheeler, and I saved the air filter just in case I need to put it back on, in case the new one gets too full of dirt and shit, which I should check that, because last year I didn't check it at all, and last year I was going on gravel road about a mile or two up the road here. I don't know what's wrong with my throat today. Just getting sick, but these are. Let's see here. We can focus in on this here. That's the old one right there. See, it's all like rounded off and a little corroded and dusty and shit. Here's the new one right here. It's not raw metal. They paint them or powder coat them black or whatever you want to call them. So I'm gonna be putting those on here pretty soon. I took that one off first last night. That tire there, and I wanted to check the brakes on it. Well, the brakes were pretty good in it, but the drum itself was all corroded and rusty and shit like that, you know. So I took that off. I wire wheeled it with this wire wheel here for the drill. I wire wheeled it. I painted it with let's see if I can go find a can over here. Kinda messing here today, guys. You know, see here. This anti-rust armor, advanced corrosion resistance Valspar. I got this at Mills Fleet Farm, I believe. I got that at Mills Fleet Farm. That was I want to say $5-6 a can, but that shit really works though. That shit really works. So I gotta get more. Well, I gotta get more of that red paint up there. But yeah. So I painted that. I tried to let it dry for an hour or two, but it's so cold in here that I put it right next to my kerosene heater on that little seat right there. Anyway, it's a little dark over there anyway. I only got one shop light here, and electric heater going there. You know, can't really see her too good there, but there you go. I turned her up a notch. Here we go. But so I had the kerosene heater over there just blasting yesterday. Trying to, oh, I put two paper towels, two of these shop towels down, and I spray painted it on the seat, and I put the seat all the way down, and I let it sit by the kerosene heater over there for a good hour, 2 hours, at least an hour I did. But the one spot I covered, I kind of covered it a little more than what I should have. But that's what I was waiting for. The other stuff dried like within a half hour, So I was just waiting for that one corner to dry. So I took the drum off, painted it, waited for it to dry. Oh, I taped up where the this thing here goes. I don't know if you can see that. I taped up where, anyways, where that where the center stud is to take off the drum and the brakes and everything. I took that off, or I taped that off on the drum so I didn't get any paint in the drum where around that where the nut and the washer goes. And I just use painter's tape, So I just and then I taped off the lug or the lug nut studs so they didn't get any paint on those. Otherwise I'd have to wire wheel those off anyways, And I just did all that work, wire wheeling all the rust off of her. With that advanced armor corrosion resistant stuff, you don't have to wire wheel it. You just gotta wipe off the dirt and shit. But I like to wire wheel my shit, so then it doesn't corrode on me again. But that stuff's supposed to stop it. But I just like to do it for another process, So I did that. I put it back on. I put it back on. What I did next is I got out my new lug nuts and I put the anti-seize lubricant on it here. I don't think this was too much. I got this at Fleet Farm too. Or not Fleet Farm. I think you can get this at Fleet Farm, but I got this at Menards. I think that was like $6-7, I think it was. Yeah. So I put a little bit, not just plastered on there. Otherwise, you're gonna have it all over your shit on the inside of your rim, and you're gonna have it all over your fingers like I do here. But they're worse than I do. But all you wanna do is just put a little dab on here. I'll show you how much to put on in a little bit here. But and then I put the tire on. I put the tire on there. I put the anti-seize on it, and then I gotta find the torque specs for that. I don't really go by torque specs, but I just got a new foot-pound torque wrench. All I had was an inch-pound, so I'm gonna try and torque them. I'm not gonna go full blast. I'm just gonna do around that. I'm gonna go like 10 pounds off because it's an old machine, So and old bolts and old nuts, or not old nuts, but old bolts and shit, So I don't want to strip the shit out of them first time, So I'm gonna see you later, guys.